Okay, so I want to test out some colours before I do a really big painting, and I'm going to do a swipe. So I'm really interested in this seagrass, teal feather, turquoisey colours, but I think I might add a couple of blues as well. I'm not sure about any other goldy colours. I think I might just try those. Actually, I might just add on a little bit of interference green. See what that does. So this is paint, and the others are all pigments. So actually these are all, the pigments are this little piggy, and the paint is it's a Phalo turquoise. I can't remember if there's a Liquitex or an Amsterdam, or could be a number of things. So I've used most of these just a minute ago, just recently, so they're probably, I know they're all pretty good, but I'll just give them a stir. No, that one's fine. I've got the same stick for that one. I haven't used this one today, so I'll just give this one a check. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of varnish in that. So this is the colour I'm less sure about in the with the others. Okay, so I've just made this one, or added to that one. I didn't have enough, and this one will be fine. Okay, so I'm wanting to do a swipe with lots of negative space, which will be hard to test fully on a small canvas, so I'll just go easy on the colours. I'm doing over this other one that I've done in class. Oops. Bit of a saggy old canvas. It's going to go into the centre anyway. Okay, so my decision making is around the order of them, and also whether I put them all on top or sort of alongside each other. How do I transition? I'm not sure about this blue. I'm just going to do it down here because this is just a tester. So I'll put some blue down this end. And then I'll just put this darker blue for the rest of it. Trying not to leave any sort of really major bits of white paint, because I'm going to do a white swipe and I don't want the white paint coming down. So if I did do this, I'd do both of them, so let me do that. Okay. Oh, I was going to use my leftover paint that I'd scraped up from the last one here, which would have been a nice colour for it too, but I forgot. Alright, so let's just do this one a little bit skewiff. See what it does. And then I've got the Phalo turquoise, and I'm thinking that I'm just going to put that down the centre, hoping I don't lose all my other nice colour there. Okay. And I might have a go with one go with a big one here. So sometimes I put it in a little shallow plate, but you can just, and then dip, but I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to go one each way. I'm just going to moving this around to make sure it's all on evenly. So I'm going to try and grab that really fine line of the phthalo green, phthalo turquoise. Now this has been happening a bit, but I'm not really getting the colour coming along with it, so I've got to think about what that's about. I'll do this a little bit at the end. Put slightly less on this time. Maybe I need to press just a little bit harder into it. So, on a big canvas I'll need to take it further than that. I've obviously put less paint on. I might just have a little go at taking some of that white paint down further. So that when you want to leave a negative space, the trickiness is how far you take it out, but on a big canvas I think that'll be easier to do. Gorgeous colours. I'm not worrying about the white space here, I'll just check the colours. So I don't think I need that blue colour that I was that threw it at one end. That turquoise is working beautifully. Oops. Just going to roughly get those edges covered. Okay. What have I learned? I love this Phalo turquoise, it's working beautifully, so maybe the paint's working better than the pigments, although I have had some great other pigments work well. This is a nice dark colour that does almost purpley, but that blue that does tone in with the others. Just got to think about how to really layer them. So I might try that again in a different order. I'm trying to think what did I do here with that turquoise. It seemed to be the main predominant colour on the which is what I wanted. But I haven't got the selling there in the centre. Okay, I'm going to go again with my leftover paint this time. I just want to practice trying to think about the layering. So this will look a bit different because it's blue and not white, because it's a mixed up leftover paint. Alright. Okay, so the paint was better. Maybe I'll just try this in the centre, this blue in the centre. It's fairly thick. And the interference green. Oops. Alright. Now I've got the turquoise more on the outside. I still think I probably need the turquoise on the centre, but I'm just going to give this a go. See what happens. Not much. Still didn't really pick up that paint. Maybe I need to make it wider, the actual paint, so that I can probably actually I'm going to do it from the other side this time. See how much difference that makes. So I've got the whole thing on paint and then doing it down. Probably better. Yes, that's better. Yeah, so when I do it on a bigger, and I'll have more paint in the centre, it'll be much better. I really haven't got any paint there to pull down now. But I'm not going to worry. I'll just put a little bit of white on and just get rid of that line. Okay, so that's what I need, and that's looking good with the turquoise on the outside. Got so much paint on here now because I put it over the top. Just take that down there. We just need to do that corner. Isn't there enough? Okay, so that's a useful practice. I still think a bit about how much of the colours. This one here is taking over a bit, but the cells are working nicely, and I like the variety. I like the fact we've got a little bit of the darker cells coming into the white here too. So maybe mixing up the colours a bit would be a good way to go. Well, we'll see what happens in the next one, in the big one.